Honestly, I thought I'd missed this buck, and as soon as I shot, I regretted it because it wasn't the buck I wanted. And all the deer went down to my left about 150 yards, and the elk fed off to the right. So I quickly watched the tape, and even by the tape on my little screen of the camera, it looked like I missed this buck completely. And it wasn't until several days later, when I got home and put it on the big screen, that I could tell I clipped this buck in the back leg. It was actually just barely, and the buck was healthy. He was fine. I seen him the next day. But that wasn't the whole story. A few minutes later, all 8 bucks calmed down and start feeding again. So I said, the hell with the damn camera, laid it on its side. I was then able to crawl within 73 yards of 7 of the bucks and waited until the biggest buck fed back towards me, and at 73 yards, the exact damn thing happened to me. Only this time it was on the biggest buck, and I didn't clip him in the leg. I missed completely. I don't know what to say. I was pissed. I was burnt out. I was freaking tired, man. Mentally, physically. I was a whip pup, and I screwed up.
Alright, it's 11 after 4, and I've got 2 different bunch of bucks spotted. I know there's at least 1 buck over here, big, probably 24 to 26 inch, crabby, real crabby, probably 150 type 4-point. There might be some other bucks with them, I'm not sure, but the first time I've seen that buck, and I came over here because I seen a buck go over this ridge from about 4 miles away this morning, and so I've been just hanging up on this hill, hoping and praying and whatnot that it was the bunch of bucks that I'd jacked up on last night, and I just finally found a buck, and went back through the footage, and it is one of the bucks. It's one of the smaller bucks, so I'm hoping that big buck is in there. I also saw a doe down here way to the left, but the footage helped me out on this one. If I wouldn't have had the footage, I, wouldn't be as confident, but I'm 100% confident that that buck was with these other deer. I'm just hoping that the big buck is in there, and if not, maybe there's a bigger one in this other bunch, but that's where we're at, and just waiting for him to get up. It's the long walk back to the truck. I spotted was the group of deer I thought it was. Seen the big buck, biggest buck, and oh shit, I just couldn't keep track of them. They went over the top, I believe, but I didn't want to spook them. I liked the direction they headed in. Just didn't want to take the chance, so I'm gonna have to try to relocate them in the morning. Another grind out day by myself. This just doesn't seem to want to happen. Had a crosswind, slept down there, got within probably, I'd say 150 yards, and the last 50 yards, about the 200-yard mark, I realized the wind started coming a little more from behind me rather than a crosswind. And for whatever reason, it was like I was hypnotized, just kept going, went the last 50 yards. And then I sat down and realized it was in a bad way, and it wasn't. A minute or two later, the bucks popped out. And never seen me or heard me, but they dang sure smelled me. Big white 3-point, put his nose up and did the old snifferoo, and they headed back off to the southwest from the best I can gather. And I had a long walk back to the truck and long drive, and just it's just, you guys have been there, and 7th day, and I don't think I'm going to get it done on a big buck. Definitely not this big buck, and it's just hunting. It's just when you go after big animals, or any animal for that matter, most of the time it doesn't happen, and you really limit yourself when you're by yourself. There's no, it's just you, in this thick country, and I'm just not getting her done. So you never know. Lord works in mysterious ways, and maybe I was supposed to push those deer there to get them in a better spot, but until that happens, I think I'm just snake bit, and it's just not my time yet. So. I think it's September the 9th still, and I'm gonna go check out a new area tomorrow for the last day, an area I'm familiar with, a lot lower in elevation, and an area where hopefully I should be able to find a decent buck. It's my last day, and try to put an arrow in something. So just haven't worked out, and got plenty of excuses once again. And that's it. It's into my 2012 early archery deer season, and I hunted hard today. Dropped down into the desert country and seen 5 bucks, and glassed these ones up at 5 o'clock from about, I'd say, 4 or 5 miles away. I was able to get pretty close, but that big old buck, he busted me 78 yards. And I was going to let her rip, but he just hadn't stepped out yet, and then the wind switched on me. And that other buck is a spitting image of a buck I killed called Patches in this same area. He's a 6 or a 5x4, and just a young buck, going to be a great buck for this country anyway. I give it hell. Tired, and my ass has been kicked.